to San Antonio.
Get ready for history in the making.
San Antonio Caballeros are here bringing hard-hitting, high-energy football to the International Football Alliance. Led by legendary coaches Hal Mumming and Stan Bedwell, the Caballeros are building a championship team, and we want you in the stands. Jungle season kicks off June 2025. Don't miss the action. Grab your tickets and gear up to cheer for your city, your team, your Caballeros. Visit IFA Football for details on San Antonio. Are you ready?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ronald Gordon on WSAN Radio, and I am honored to have Coach Vic with us. We got Shane with us of the new Caballero, did I say that right? Football team here in San Antonio, Texas. And we are delighted to have a team here in San Antonio because I'm from Chicago, so I'm a Bears fan, but it's no better than to root for somebody local in your own town. And I look forward to being at the game, seeing everything go. I talked to Jack first time around, and he's got things going here in San Antonio that he likes to get going for the community, and that's what sold me on what he wanted to do. He wanted to bring the community involved with the team, and I can't think of a better way because we have to get the word out, let them know, hey, we got a new team in San Antonio.
Yes.
So Coach Vic, what do you coach the running backs or?
Yes, I'll be coaching the running backs, and I'm excited to get with these guys. I saw some tape on some of them, and man, phew, I want to know why aren't you guys in the NFL? That's what I really want to know. Jesus, you're a heck of a running back, Shane.
Thank you, Coach.
So tough, hard nosed.
Yeah.
So I like to get to know you a little bit. You know, I want to get to know everybody, and maybe the fans get to know you. Why don't you go ahead and just tell us a little bit about yourself, and like maybe when you started playing football, what age, and such. We'll go from there.
Okay. I'm Shane Simpson. I started playing football when I was 6 years old.
Wow.
I'm from New Jersey. But I grew up in Pennsylvania. I moved over there when I was around 10. I went to Eastern High School. Broke every record over there. Then it's called the Lehigh Valley in Eastern Pennsylvania. So like Allentown, all that. So it's a well-known spot right now since Saquon just won the Super Bowl. He's from Whitehall. Me and him played against each other. Still good friends with him. Jahan Dotson, he went to Nazareth, so I played against him in high school as well. So definitely had some good battles growing up. I was able, like me and Saquon's senior year, I was able to get Player of the Year over him, and All-American, All-State with them and all that. So it was a blessing for that.
Fantastic. What college? I don't know what college you went to. So
yeah. Excuse me. Right out of college, right out of high school, I went to Towson University, right in Maryland, where I had over 5,000 yards before going to University of Virginia to finish my master's in my last year.
And did you always want to be a football player when you were a kid? Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah, for sure. Because I remember vividly. I think I was around 7 years old. We were eating dinner, me, my mom, my pops, my sister, and I just said, we weren't talking about football or anything like that. I just said out of nowhere, I said, I'm gonna be a professional football player when I grow up. And then I just went back to eating, and I'm glad I made that little kid happy because that's what I'm doing.
Great. You always wanted, so you always had the sights of the NFL. It is where your dream was, where you wanted to get to, right?
Yes, sir. So then once college was over, I obviously did all the pro day prep, and I was able to sign with the Commanders they were the football team at the time in 2021. As I'm getting ready to go there, I get COVID, so I'm on the COVID list the whole year. So I missed the whole year, my first year really. So, and that was like pretty much my big thing of I didn't know what I liked outside of football. So it was like this is my first time in I'm like 20 plus years that I don't have any football. So it was definitely a weird time. But
Yeah,
um,
for everybody, you know, that's Shane, everybody. And just curious, what I saw his tape on, I was watching it back and forth, and you, what brought you to Towson State? Why did you go there instead of going to a bigger school? Or
yeah, so when I was getting recruited out of high school, I was actually going to go to Wisconsin out of high school, and then the running back coach went to the Ravens, so I lost that offer. Then it was between Towson, JMU, Akron, and Old Dominion, like were my top four. So probably didn't pass the eye test per se. Got overlooked because my senior year I had over 2,000 yards and 42 touchdowns. So, which I'm cool with being overlooked because once we get on that field, you can't measure me, you can't do anything like that. You can't teach.
well, that's a great attitude to have. Actually, many moons ago, when I played, I felt that same way. I always felt like I was a little overlooked, but it gave me the desire to really go out there and not only work hard but be more aggressive and better, much better. I became a better player for it because I wanted to prove people wrong. So I'm with you with all of that, man. That's great. I love hearing that. So you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have a brother and a sister. I'm the youngest.
Okay. And how's your relationship with them?
My brother, he was way older than me. We were 14 years apart. Then me and my sister, like we two peas in the pod. Like that's like my best friend.
That's great.
She lives out in North Carolina, and I'm out in Florida right now. So anytime I can see her, it's always a good time.
Where in Florida are you?
I'm in Tampa.
Tampa.
Mhm.
And then what about your parents? They
Um,
still
they're divorced. My pop's they both still up north. My dad's in Jersey, my mom's in PA.
are you close with them?
Yeah, I'm a big family guy. Even though they're split up, they made it an effort to just make sure that me and my sister were good. So that's all that matters.
That's good. That's good. Do you have a lady or in your life?
Nah, single.
Yeah, and you know what? That's the only way to be for when you're trying to go after your goals. To be honest with you, it's hard to keep because they're trying to pull you in two different directions, and you want to try to keep them happy, but you can't because you want to focus on what you want to do. So if you have that, keep that eye of the tiger and keep and see it every single day. See where you want to be, and put that goal up there in your mirror. On your mirror, in your car, just everywhere you see where you want to be and where you place it. Believe me when I tell you, you'll slowly but surely that horizon will start getting bigger and bigger, and you'll be right where you'll probably get where you want to be if you stay focused, disciplined, because you have the goods. But if you stay focused and disciplined, meaning don't dissipate and run around, going out drinking and doing all the wrong things, that's very easy to do. I've done that in the past, but that's not where you want to be if you want to get to where you want to be. Does that make sense?
Exactly.
Right? And what do you just curious? What are your desires for the future and aspirations?
Outside of football?
Even after football, I know you want to get back to the NFL, so you got to really do the work to get there, right? And we're going to do everything we can to help you to attain your goal. But what is your life going to be? Because you have to look at this. It's something I didn't do. You have to look at your life when football is over. What's your plan? What are you going to do? Because it only lasts for so long. You could go like I did, go with the Raiders and the team I always wanted to be with, and then have a knee injury that it was a little bit different back in the '80s because when you have a knee injury back then, they cut you open, right? And
Mhm.
and they you can shred your knee now, and you're back in 6 months. It's crazy, but still, what if something happens and you can't play, or what if it just doesn't work out sooner or later? What you have any desires you want to or goals you want to attain?
Yes, for sure. Like I said, when I missed the 2021 season just due to COVID, it just sparked my interest in like what do I like outside of football? Just because obviously there comes a expiration date where I won't be able to play physically anymore. So so I'm big into mentorship. So I got into coaching when I was after my CFL season in 2022. I coached at Towson. I was I was with the running backs and returners. So another running back that we have on the team, Diego Hunter, I actually coached him. And Diego watched me my last year at Towson. So he got pretty much how I was as a player with him, and then also as a coach. And then I was able to help him get All American, Special Teams Player of the Year in the conference. And the only other person from the school that has that accolade is myself. So it was definitely a big blessing right there. So coaching, I got into coaching, personal training. I do that online or in person. I also got into the jewelry business as well. So I have that little niche. And then I also got into the NIL space with an agency. Just basically mentoring guys in college right now, just because I've been there where they're at right now. Obviously, this is a whole different platform for the NIL surface, so I'm making sure they're not getting taken advantage of. And if they need any football stuff, who better else than myself, especially if I'm looking at guys at running back, I can give them the stuff that I didn't know when I was in college or when I was that age.
That's a great way. That's a great attitude, great way to look at it because, you know, at some point you have all this knowledge and experience, right? So you want to eventually put it back. That's why I got into coaching and I'm also do some other things as far as acting and where I got into doing things, helping others, to attain their goal. It's very self rewarding, to do that. And,
For sure.
and it, I believe in God, and so you're supposed to give back. So
For sure.
that's a good way to do it. And I think you'd probably be a great coach. If you started now, it'd be a great life for you. At least you got a
Yeah.
good plan.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's good. I like hearing that. So, so during what before this opportunity came up, you were just um, you were working as a coach and your jewelry business. That's what you were doing, right?
Yeah, um, so 2021 was with the Commanders, then worked out for the Ravens, a few other teams, and
What
then
happened? What happened? Excuse me. I'm sorry. What happened with the Commanders?
I had COVID.
Oh God.
I was on the I was on the COVID list, excuse me. And then 2022, I went up to Canada. I played with Winnipeg and Montreal that year, and then 2023 got drafted to the XFL with DC, and then last year I was with the Bay Area, out in California, where I had over 900 yards and 30 touchdowns.
Good. Very good. Is there anything else you want to add? Go ahead, Ronald.
I
I'm
just
sorry.
I just want to.
Sorry, I took over your show.
That's all right.
I,
That's all
I
right.
wanted to get him to talk. I wanted to hear about him, and I had some bunch of questions in my head that I wanted to discuss. So
Yeah.
sorry. I did again. I
No, no,
apologize.
no.
But
That's okay, Coach. That's okay. The question I want to bring up, with mentally and physically after COVID, how do you keep yourself in shape, mental wise and physical wise? Because COVID was no joke back then. I mean, it really hurt a lot of players and a lot of people like that. So how did you keep pushing towards that? Like, what did you do to keep yourself mentally ready?
Yeah, so good question. So like I've been through a lot of adversity in my life, and I'm thankful for all the obstacles that I had to overcome. I had four major surgeries, both shoulders, knee. I did ACL, MCL, and I broke my ankle in high school. So all those surgeries took 6+ months. So as a kid, it can obviously mess with you mentally, and obviously it takes a village. Like I'm a big man of God, so obviously I have a tattoo. My first tattoo is walk by faith, not by sight, and that's exactly how I live my life. And I'm thankful for obviously nobody wants to get hurt, but through each time that I did get hurt, it taught me something about myself, or taught me who I have to keep around me, who to lean out. And that was like the same thing with COVID. So like when I got COVID, I'm thinking, like it's just like another sickness or anything like that. I'm just sick. And then I tried to work out probably like 3 days after or 4 days after, and I almost passed out. I really couldn't do anything. And then so it's just like, dang, like I can't do anything right now. Let me just sit down and relax. And so then I lost my smell for like a year or so. So it definitely was tough during that time, but at the end of the day, like I keep I give all my problems to God, and I have a great support system, family wise and friend wise, to keep me sane and like keep me grounded.
Well, you know, speaking with the offensive coordinator, he said, Ronald, you haven't seen anything yet because we believe in putting up points. So he already warned you about that already. So Vic, Coach Vic, with that in play, um, the running backs don't carry a big role in that right there for putting points on the board because I haven't seen it yet, but I'm ready to see it. And for what he was saying, the running backs has they're part of that. So what are you planning on bringing Coach Vic with the running backs with that offense that they want to put out there? Not airing it out all the time, I don't think so, but the running backs gonna carry a key role in running that ball to open up the air game.
Yeah, well, no doubt that what Coach Mummy has done. He was my offensive coordinator in college, so I he was already beginning, the air raid offense. This is back in the '80s, so um, I know when we were able to spread the defense out, there'll be a lot of gaps and holes to where we're going to run the ball. And there was a time when the running backs over the few years was not as important as they were trying to say. That's totally not. Well, look, perfect example is look at Saquon Barkley, right, and Derrick Henry. Um, so as we air it out, they're not going to be able to defend the run the way they should be able to when you got backs like this guy and some of the others are fantastic too. So I don't think we'll have a problem running. I think it's going to be a problem not being able to give them the ball enough. Um,
Yeah.
they're hot. I know Coach Mummy. He's give it. He's not concerned about just passing. Obviously, passing is to light it up, and he lights it up. He's proven. So you have a great head coach, and we're all excited about it. I want they need to block. So for the quarterback, you can't just be going out there and running the ball. You got to be able to block. So we're going to work on some blocking stuff. Make sure they're able to stand in there with a linebacker when he shoot coming in, on a blitz, step up and hit him right in the mouth.
Yeah.
I believe I was always a very aggressive player, and when I was a coach, I was very aggressive. So I guess I grew up that way in New York. So that's the way it is. So I think the run game. If they were even able to stop the run game, which I don't think so, then the passing game will be wide open and vice versa.
Yeah. So is it safe to say that to keep the defense out there and running them down will play in your favor? Because if you hold the ball more than the other side will, that defense is going to get tired. Is that some of your strategy to make sure you tire out the defense?
Well, absolutely, you always want that, but with the quick strikes that Coach Mummy and Stan, Coach Bedwell do, is our defense has to be in shape and be ready to play. They're gonna because time of possession we might have the ball quickly and score. We give it to. I'm telling you, if you saw some of the tape on this kid, I was very impressed with him, and so this guy will get the ball game breaker and score from 60, 80 yards, no problem. And now all of a sudden the defense coming right back out. So, I think the key is going to be how the defense responds, how quickly they're back on the field. If I'm making sense, you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
And just everybody being in shape. It's a fast-paced game. We run a fast-paced offense, so it's going to be moves. So.
Yeah. Shane,
I don't know if I answered what you wanted me to answer,
oh, you
but
did. You did. Shane, what was
Yes,
one of
sir.
your biggest moments for a touchdown? Can you think back when that one touchdown you ran, you said, wow.
Uh, Dang, that's hard. That's a hard one to do. I'll probably say, probably my college career. So we'll go when I was at Virginia. We were playing UNC. They were ranked, I think, 10th in the country or 11th in the country at the time. And that's the oldest rivalry in the South. So we don't like each other. So nice little rivalry game. And this was like my breakout game over there. Because I have on the other side of the field, I'm going against what's his name? Michael Carter. He was with the Jets. Javonte Williams. He was with the Broncos. But I had a 72-yard touchdown pass. Well, not for me, receiving touchdown. And I was the leading rusher and the leading receiver in that game. So I'll probably say that touchdown right there.
You have any last minute touchdowns to win the game?
I don't think so. I'm not. That can point out right now. I'm sure there's somewhere, but it's probably like a 2-yard run, 10-yard run, so nothing too crazy.
Okay. Coach Vic, how loaded are y'all with running backs?
big time, man, big time. There's going to be some. I'm telling you, there's going to be some competition out there. So the best men are going to be the ones that are going to be getting the playing time, right? So you got to play the best, but it's going to push him, Marcus, Diego, all those guys to rise to the occasion and show their potential and their desire. Yeah. I'm always about how much desire and how much hard work you put into it. Can't, like he said before, like Shane said, you can't do all the measurables, in the combines and all that other crap. You can't measure someone's heart with desire.
Yes.
So that to me goes a long way. Because I'll be honest with you, that's all I was when I played. Just heart. I had ability, but there was a lot of heart. I think that's intensity. And how much they love the game. You can see that right away. So,
yeah,
watching the tape on these guys is great. I want to see them in action. I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see them hit each other. In scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how they respond. There's some things I'm going to look for. How much heart, if they make a bad play, they're going to sulk or they can come out of it like bat out of hell. That's what I want to see. That's a determination. That's a winner. That's going to set somebody above, beyond.
I know what you mean about heart because I played baseball.
Ooh.
And up in the Chicago area, and we would play almost like 60 something games, or almost half what they played. But you know what? You had to bring it, and the coach always looked for somebody who got heart and everything. And I said, "What do you mean by that, coach?" He said, "Well, I'm meaning that you're going to go the extra mile. Nothing's going to stop you. You're just going to get out there and play. You will make that play that we need to be made. You see, you got to have heart in what you're doing. And he said a lot of athletes doesn't understand heart,
Right.
but coaches do. And coaches can look at a player and say that player got heart.
Yes. Yes. No doubt.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that statement. You know, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of I've coached them where they'll sulk down, get down on themselves and sulk and bitch and moan about it. Never. Hey, look, it's my fault. I know it. Okay, you give them the correction. But this is what needs to happen. You got to do it this way. Whatever. Get out there and do it. That's all. I don't need excuses of, well, if you would have went, no, get out there. No problem. I got you. Go out there and go show what you're made of. I always say that. Show me what you're made of.
Yeah.
That'll show me everything. Right.
I remember one time I was out in left field and I overplayed the ball. Oh man, they scored and everything. I went back in and coach said, "So Ronald, what you gonna do?" I said, "I'm not gonna do that again. You watch." I
Right.
said, "Not a ball's going by me again," and it didn't that whole game. Because I was determined to fix what I did wrong. I was determined to get out there and do things. The draft is coming up. Do you have your eyes on any running backs with the draft coming up?
Yeah, like there's some people we've talked about. Um, I'll leave that to Coach. I don't know if that's something I should answer. I think Coach Mummy could be better. I don't have permission from him. That's all.
Okay.
Something I don't want him to be like, Vic, you should have kept your mouth shut. So
It-
I'm better. Some things are better left unsaid, right?
all right. So, but I know y'all hoping for a good draft.
Yes.
Now, and from what I gather, talking to to Jack, he was telling me that you pretty well got the team intact on who you want. You just got putting up some more pieces of the puzzle together. Because he said we're pretty well where we want to be at, but it doesn't hurt to get somebody else.
Right.
And he has high hopes for the team and coming out. And so let me ask you, they want to play this run and gun football, score, score, score. Well, what's the highest score you ever seen playing football?
Playing.
Yeah, you playing it or coaching it? I
Um,
seen one college.
Go ahead.
I seen one college put up 66 points. I said that's unheard of in football.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I wasn't at UTEP when this happened. It was 2 years before I got there, or a year before I got there. Actually, I think a year before. Because I got there in '82. I think it was in '81 or '80. Jim McMahon. I don't know if you know who he is, Shane.
Yep.
Jim McMahon came out of BYU and he used to light it all up. That was when they had the passing attack, Lavelle Edwards, and they put they beat him 83-3 or something like that. 83 points. Imagine that.
Man.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't know how you could even score that many. Every possession you get, it was a touchdown. So that was a long. That was what I was told when I got there. I never checked it out, but that's what I was told. So when we played BYU, and we got to hold them to less than 83 points. It was kind of a joke. So, but I don't know some of the others with. Well, we got beat. It was in college. We got beat, but 55-0 against Washington. But that was it.
Hey,
What
Shane.
about you? What about you, Shane?
Yeah, I was about the same thing.
The game me and Saquon played in high school, it was 63-49. We won. I had 7 touchdowns. He had 4.
Oh my God!
So y'all two was in high school together? Yeah, we didn't go to the same high school. We just we went to rival high schools basically.
So how was it when y'all played each other?
Oh, just how you see him on TV today. We just like that. So obviously like during the off season or like even leading up to the game, We'll talk. We'll do. We friends. Then like once we get on the field, we already know what's up. Like there's no friends on. We're not friends on the field. Once
That's right.
once the clock hits 0, then all right, bro. Like had a good game.
Is it a lot of trash talking going on?
Nah, we're not. I'm not big into trash talking unless something provokes it. But I like to keep a level head. That's the same with him. So like obviously in high school you guys play both ways. So
Yeah.
he was playing linebacker. I'm playing running back. So we'll see each other sometimes. And then I was playing corner, so obviously I had to tackle him. So it was definitely a good game.
Are you guys the same age?
Yeah, we're the same age.
Man, I'm looking forward to coming down there to some of y'all practices and everything. Y'all playing at the school that my daughter graduated from, the college there. So I'm looking forward to coming out there seeing everybody. Is there anything else you want to let everybody know about you, Shane?
Shoot, as a player, you're gonna get a very versatile player, running back, play receiver, kick return, punt return, and I can block, coach.
Okay, that's what I want to. Well, we'll see, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We shall see.
But yeah, then obviously as a person, God-fearing man, very goofy. Not really many times where I'm going to be very serious unless I'm on the field or I'm doing something that I have to be serious because life is too short to be serious. And the stuff that I went through, I know I just got to keep a smile on my face. So I'm thankful for that.
Yes, I love more power to you. I love it.
Appreciate
Very
it.
well, my friend.
Thank you.
Well, I appreciate both y'all coming on the show today, and I'll be looking forward to coming to y'all practices and to the games and stuff because you got your first fan right here. I don't care what anybody say.
We appreciate it.
Big all could say that, but I'm claiming it.
Well, you know what, Shane? I enjoyed talking to you and meeting you, get to know you a little bit. I look forward to seeing you when I get down there.
Yes, sir, Coach. Nice meeting you as well.
All right, y'all take care.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Take care.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
All right. Bye.
All right. Thank you for tuning in to WSAN Radio. Catch us on our YouTube channel, WSAN Radio SA. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button.